I'm a sergeant with the Maine Warden Service, currently live in Greenville and manage, supervise 6 game wardens from Greenville and Moosehead Lake region north of the Golden Road. So after 9/11, I decided I need to serve my country. I enlisted with an airborne option. I wanted to go to the 82nd and get a combat deployment in. And I did. They were deploying quite quickly, and I went to Afghanistan, supported the first elections in 2005 in Afghanistan with the 82nd, and that was outstanding. In 2006, I had another deployment come up with the 82nd. I ran a sensitive site exploitation team, which is we'd air assaults. We take helicopters into the triangle. Triangle is Tikrit, Baghdad, Fallujah, and we would hit these rural areas at night by helicopter, and we'd lock down an area for 4 days, calling people out of houses. And my job and my role in the team that I led, I was a sergeant at the time, was to document crime scenes. What was supposed to be a 4-month deployment ended up being 18 months. We got married in July of 2007, and 3 weeks later I'm back in Iraq on a first or second mission back. And my team and I would go pick up a resupply. We'd be in country for, we'd be on mission for 4 days. Normally, in any type of military situation, the person in charge of the element, the supervisor, is in the passenger seat, and they manage the maps and the communication. But we were using locals pickup trucks. We'd give them $100, borrow their truck. So they're standards, and kids don't know how to drive stick. So it would usually be myself or the first sergeant. So the 2 senior guys would be the ones driving. And that night, happened to be me and my team. First sergeant stayed back. The other person would stay back and manage the patrol base. And we're coming back, and we drove over so I'm driving, we drove over a 155 mortar round in a Kia pickup truck. I won't drive a Kia. It says KIA. But Specialist Donovan with him was in my passenger seat. He was where I should have been. And he died immediately. It ripped him in 2. And while they were going over the crime scene, the scene of the blast, there was another mortar sitting in the berm on my passenger door that never went off. I don't remember the incident. I don't remember beforehand or after. Myself and another guy, Mark Bill, were medevaced back to the U.S. We were injured pretty badly. We lost 11 friends in that deployment. My commander, who I worked with all the time, that's who called my wife and gave her the news about me. He died, a week and a half later. He was killed by a sniper. Like in the springtime, Memorial Day is probably my favorite weekend, even more so than hunting season. It's the first big push for fishing season. So what I always do is Memorial Day is extremely important to me as it's different than Veterans Day because it's to honor our service members that have died. So normally the week before Memorial Day, I'll print off my 11 friends that we lost in Iraq in 2006 and 2007. I'll print off a picture of all of them and put them in a protected plastic coating, and I'll go put them in all my fishing spots and all the boat launches ahead of Memorial Day, kind of in honor of them.